Lamine Yamal, but he's kept his composure, kept the ball. Now he sets up and skips away from Mkhitaryan. Oh, that's brilliant! That is brilliant!
Lamine Yamal, at just 17, is already the second most successful dribbler in La Liga this season, with 108 completed dribbles and an incredible success rate. He's outperforming established stars like Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, and even Mbappe. Many might think, I need to learn more skills, more tricks to be like him. But the truth is often the opposite. The less you do, the better your dribbling becomes. Yes, you heard that right. The less you do, the more you achieve. This isn't an excuse. It's about sacrificing the unnecessary, focusing only on what truly serves your goal. That's why I want to introduce you to minimalist dribbling. What is minimalist dribbling? Minimalism is the art of cutting out the excess and focusing only on what truly matters. You don't need to learn 100 tricks to dribble. Effectively, you don't need endless hours of cone drills. What you need is efficiency. This concept of doing less might seem contradictory. We're taught that more effort equals faster results, but in football, that often leads to players failing. Instead of doing more, learn how to do less and surpass. The average? Players like Yamal, Messi, Hazard, Salah, and Doku are masters of this. They keep it simple. They make every touch count. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Let's get into it. The Yamal Playbook, Unpredictability. Through simplicity, how does Lamine Yamal manage to dribble through defenders and make it look so effortless? Let's analyze his game and see how we can apply his principles. Yamal consistently worries defenders on both sides with crosses, sharp cuts into the middle, and his signature trivelo. This versatility has made him the top assister in La Liga this season. What does this have to do with dribbling? Everything. His ability to deliver accurate and varied crosses makes it incredibly difficult for defenders to predict his movements. Dribbling isn't just about breaking ankles. It's about using every tool at your disposal to consistently force defenders into making the wrong choice. It's a game of guessing. Yamal's unpredictability comes from his seamless ability to switch between attacking styles. For example, defenders often anticipate him cutting inside to whip in a cross or take a shot with his strong left foot. Watch this clip. The defender tries to block his cross, knowing Yamal's preference, but Yamal uses this expectation to his advantage, making a simple fake and changing direction, gaining crucial seconds and space. It's just a fake, but it's perfectly timed because he knows how to position himself for different options. Many players, even good ones, hesitate when forced onto their weaker foot, making them easier to read. Yamal doesn't have that problem. He's equally comfortable shifting to his weaker side. If a defender closes off his left, Yamal doesn't panic. He stays calm, executes a simple shot fake, and glides to his right, instantly changing the angle of attack. Do you see how minimalist his plays are? This is the beauty of his game. Defenders can't lock him down because he's adaptable and comfortable no matter where you force him. That makes him a nightmare to defend. The game of options, timing is everything. So, what does this teach us? Dribbling is more than just feinting and going. It's a game of options. You win when you get your defender to read the wrong one. Now, how? Can we develop this same unpredictability? A great dribbler has many options at their disposal, and to beat a defender, they should guide them into reading the wrong one. But here's the thing. Unpredictability isn't always about having endless options. Sometimes, timing is what matters most. There will be moments in a game where you don't have the luxury of multiple choices. You're left with the most obvious move, the one everyone sees coming. But even in those situations, it's the timing of your action that makes all the difference. Take Arjen Robben as an example. Every defender knew exactly what he was going to do. Cut inside and shoot with his left foot. It was predictable, yet no one could stop him. Why? Because he mastered the art of breaking the defender's momentum at the perfect moment. Even when his move was obvious, his sense of timing made him unstoppable. Imagine applying this principle, this mastery of timing, to other skills. Body feints, fake shots, even simple changes of pace. This is exactly what Yamal is doing at 17. In the next part of this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to master this, how to use timing to your advantage, and most importantly, how to become a minimalist dribbler yourself. How to become a minimalist dribbler 1. Watch more 90-minute games. The first thing you need to start doing today is watching more 90-minute games. Stop scrolling through reels and highlights. They don't tell the full story. If you want to improve, you need to shift your perspective. Start watching games like an analyzer, not just for entertainment. Focus on a specific player in your position and study them in depth. Don't just look at what they do on the ball. Pay attention to their off-the-ball movements, their positioning, their decision-making. If you really want to take it to the next level, watch games in person. The high angle from a stadium view gives you an entirely different perspective. See how teams move as a unit, how and when they push forward, drop back, expand, or contract. You'll notice how individual players adjust their positioning based on the play. And if professional games are out of your budget, go to a local game. The concepts are the same. Watch how players create space, how they time their runs, and how they move without the ball. This will make you smarter on the pitch and directly improve your dribbling. You'll start to see patterns when defenders overcommit and where gaps open up. The more you analyze, the more instinctive these reads will become during your own matches. Make it a habit to watch games and become your own match analyzer. You'll see how much sharper and more unpredictable your dribbling becomes. I even suggest watching full matches of youth academy teams. Channels like Elite Scholars Football are perfect for this. They give you insight into the level required. At these teams, especially if you're aiming to join one at your age, and if you're serious about analyzing games, check out footballia.net. It's a goldmine for full matches of your favorite teams and players. Say you admire how R9 played. Just type his name, and dozens of his full games will pop up. 2. Identify your signature move. The next thing you should do is identify your signature move. Every pro footballer has one. They don't focus on having a large arsenal of skills. Instead, they refine 2 or 3 moves until they become second nature. Messi relies on body feints, la croqueta, and fake shots. Have you ever seen him doing steepovers or roulettes? Never. During his childhood, he developed a style unique to his size, genetics, and vision of the game. Yamal's approach is completely different. He thrives on steepovers, roulettes, and soul rolls. That's what works for him. This is what minimalism is all about. Stripping away unnecessary skills and focusing only on the ones that give you the best results. If Lamine Yamal had tried too hard to copy Messi, we wouldn't see him at Barcelona. Today, here comes the big question. How do you figure out what works best for you? I get asked this all the time. How do you know your position, your style, your strengths, and weaknesses? This isn't something anyone can just tell you. Something you discover by playing on the streets. At pickup games, small-sided matches, even barefoot. Feeling the ground, the way the ball bounces, the energy of your opponents. That's how you find your style. This is why so many young footballers emerge from Brazil, Africa, or even poor areas in Europe. Football isn't just a sport there. It's a culture. They grow up playing barefoot, learning to adapt and socializing through the game. It's in this raw environment where you develop raw talent and your unique styles emerge, not solely in academies or through individual training. Don't get me wrong, academies and individual training help with development, but they don't create raw talent. That happens in chaotic street games with no time to think, where you rely purely on instincts. The more you hone those instincts, the more natural your style becomes. This is why the improvement you get from street football is unmatched. It's not something you can replicate with cone drills or ball mastery routines pushed on social media. Those drills might help you with basics, but they'll never compare to raw, unfiltered games where you're forced to rely on your senses, your reactions, and your creativity. This is something Lamine Yamal himself did during his youth. He played on the streets of Barcelona, just like so many other greats before him. And if you don't believe me, you can hear it straight from him in his own words. 3. Build unshakable confidence. One thing everybody notices about Yamal is his unshakable confidence and maturity at such a young age. And you already know this. I can give you the dribbling of Ronaldinho, the intelligence of Messi, the shot power of Ronaldo. But if you lack confidence, it won't matter. Confidence in football is everything. Without it, all the talent in the world won't take you anywhere to. Build football-related confidence. You need evidence. Prove to yourself that you're improving. For example, if you're currently a bench warmer and in a few weeks, after applying what you've learned, you earn a starting spot on your team, use that as fuel to build your belief. Yamal himself talked about how playing against bigger and older opponents gave him that confidence boost. Testing yourself against tougher challenges proves what you're capable of.